Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. UMass will kick off and will be underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Badgers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
First down here for the offense. The shotgun, they go to the ground. Running with power. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Badgers will hustle to the line. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Now they'll run the draw. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Tip Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on it early. Put your physicality, let that in. It ain't going to be your speed.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He finds his man. At the 35, he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, this defense now is just getting damaged. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Got his man down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And they decide to trot out the kicker. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Ready
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. To the air on first down. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Offense gets set for second down. Makes the grab over the middle. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. Now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. And the Badgers racing to the line in a hurry up. It'll be a draw. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down here for the offense. They've been running it, but now the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Badgers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the misfire, now on second down. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put...
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs, but what do great teams do?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Badgers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, UMass! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
The UMass offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments.
And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and being accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dalton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's taking the shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, UMass! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to TCU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Badgers want to move quickly. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lost one deep down the right side.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line.
And your UMass unit will take over.
The UMass offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got... Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play action fake. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Trying play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. He's going to pass. On the move, he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Makes his connection.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Minutemen! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you can keep finding them.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Galladay. Lowers those pads. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. It's caught.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got him. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Lets it go to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The UMass offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. UMass trying to get this clock to 0. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And he's just going to spike it.
It's now 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Ball's incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense. And
going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. Afterburner's coming. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has been just boom in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cornhuskers will kick this deep to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So UMass's offense in a tricky spot here thanks to that poor return. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field, but this guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive.
What a move, breaking ankles and still going. Tackle at the 40, that'll order a fresh set of downs. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass here on second down. The tight end has got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. He'll throw it now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And tackled there by the defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle to the 28. This offense striking now. Another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Wow, you love to see this first drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on third down. Impressive, and now they get a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, UMass. a horrible field position to start the drive quickly. They just marched right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Cornhuskers offense gets their first crack now. And with such a dangerous wide receiver on the field here, puts a lot of stress in the secondary. This strong safety, Kirk, maybe not necessarily built as a great coverage guy. He's going to have to be big today.
Yeah, he really is, Chris. He's known for his physicality. This safety's going to have to do a good job of cleaning up tackles, but also being an extra guy to play keep away. He's good at doing both, but this receiver has great ball skills and the ability to break away with speed. Going to be a unique matchup to follow.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The backs got it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the UMass offense is back out there. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff to the single back. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. There's the handoff. Makes the defender miss. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Short go to the back, an easy completion. The Cornhuskers pick up enough for a first down here.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after that throw. That'll cost the defense. The Huskers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Hey, Chris, give him credit. It was nice technique to be able to hold on for that catch and stay in bounds, but he didn't go very far.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. Strong game by this quarterback.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Heads out of bounds at the 40 and sets his offense up in good position. The Minutemen offense back on the field now. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's caught at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They're going to run it. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. UMass will kick it off to get the second half underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Now it's second down here. And they'll give it to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 31. And the Huskers will crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made over the middle. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And he'll set up to throw. He'll try a pass here. Looking right, this one caught. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The UMass offense takes the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive in the air. Can they keep it going here? That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Now from the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And looking for a big play here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Minutemen.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Quarterback still with the football. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the UMass offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. Now the important point after attempt. With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
35, Nebraska, 14.
Bringing it out, it's Murray. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw an option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Minutemen offense back on the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Minutemen. And the beatdown continues.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Physical running, fights off the defender. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he pulls in the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Snags the quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Grab down the middle. It's Murray. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And that one is over everyone's head, beyond the end zone and incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Has spot. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. The UMass offense takes the field now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, UMass. And the route is on.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And looking to throw now on first down. Cut quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. First and 10 now for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. The Huskers lining up here on first and 10. Looking to chuck it again. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Just ran away from the defense.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the UMass offense is back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Minutemen. And this one is getting ugly.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And the returner is brought down. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Finds his man. It's Murray.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They are down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Intercepted in the end zone. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, UMass. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Man, he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He makes the grab. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. It's caught downfield. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record, and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, you've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.